What's going on, guys? It's your boy Tor Crunch, and in today's video we're gonna go ahead and take a look at Vasto Lorde Ichigo. I'm on my global account, and I did end up finally finishing him off on Soul Tree and maxing him out basically. So we're gonna go ahead and do the review. This is one character that I'm super happy and pumped to have and excited to make a review on. Anyways, let's get on to the stats, and then we're gonna get on to skills and then the builds we're gonna have on him. First off, stats are 740 stamina, 606 attack, 279 defense, 265 focus, and 546 SP. So stats are freaking awesome. 606 attack, that's like, honestly, that's second highest in the game, so that's awesome. Very happy. All the other ones, I would say, they aren't up to that part. Like, his attack is probably like the best out of all the stats, but the rest aren't too bad. 265 focus is actually pretty good, especially, you know, with the critical hits. He's gonna get a pretty good amount of critical hits in there. Pretty happy and content with those. But now we're gonna get into his skills. First off, I will mention that he does have a skill that blocks his path to level 150, so you do have to actually go ahead and work on it to get him to level 150, which I don't think is a problem, because if you're going to 6-star him, you might as well just get him done, because he's a beast. Anyways, we're gonna go from left to right. His skills. First skill is going to be Adrenaline, normal attack speed up. This is one skill that I feel like he didn't need this, but they did this, and it's just like, it makes him that much better. I mean, just think about it. His attack's super high, and then he gets them off a lot faster. He's basically as fast. Him and Dangai Ichigo are just as fast as each other. Like, he's really fast. Second one will be Bruiser, increased normal attack damage, which is awesome. Probably one of the better skills in the game, and just to add on to huge amounts of attack, it's a great skill. Third is strong attack damage increase, which is, I believe, is 40% extra strong attack damage. So looking at his stats, you would probably, you know, think, okay, this guy is going to be the best normal attack damage character, that's how I'm going to use him. But his strong attacks are not bad. 40% skill, 40% towards his strong attacks in his just alone in skills is actually really good. So he is going to do a lot more damage than what you would think. And then devastation special move damage increase, which is really good as well. I think it might be 30%. And then this one is long reach, increased normal attack area of effect. He has 3 skills going towards his normal attack, which is damage, speed, and range, which is awesome. Range is another thing. I did not have a problem with him. Like, he did not need it, but they did add it on to him, so it just makes him a beast. And then he has 40% on his strong attack, which is really good, and then 30% on his special. So this character has great skills and great stats. Very happy with them. But yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the builds we're gonna have on him. So we're gonna have 3 builds. So this one is going to be the strong attack damage build. We've got strong attack damage, strong attack damage, strong attack damage. So 60% strong attack damage going towards him. And then we've got these 3 accessories. The super spirit came with 14% spiritual pressure plus 14% stamina, the Shinten with 20% spiritual pressure, and then the New Year's card with 20% stamina and then 10% on all other stats. So 241 SP is not too bad. This is actually kind of a hybrid / strong attack damage build, just because we don't have too bad, I guess. Like, his normal attack damage isn't gonna like suffer much, and I mean, if you think about it, it's gonna be better because of 61 extra. With that said, let's get into a raid. Let's go ahead and test him out with this first build. And the one we're gonna go ahead and do is let's just go ahead and do it on this Ukiura event. We're not gonna use any booster or ally. We're just gonna go ahead strictly just Vasto Lorde Ichigo. Alright guys, we're here and we're ready to go, man. First of all, this character just looks so sick. Really, he looks sick. Kind of demonic, but sick. But yeah, this is the strong attack damage build. As you guys could tell, 1750, that's not too bad. Almost about 2k actually. And then his strong attack, that's his first strong attack, which does crazy good damage. It is a vortex, so that's awesome. Like, any character that has vortex is pretty good. The only thing I will mention is that it is a kind of a vortex that doesn't last too long but does do a little bit more damage, which in my eyes I actually kind of like a little more than the other ones, just because with his normal attack damage that he does inflict, I don't know, it's just gonna be clearing mobs much faster, and that's something that I really look into doing when I'm using a character, just how fast they can take care of mobs. And this character with this vortex helps out a lot. I think it's about 600 to 700 damage per hit, and it hits a bunch of times. This right here is his second strong attack, which does do about 3 to 3.5k, and I do think it hits about 2 times. So realistically you're looking at like about 7k to 8k, and then of course with those normal attack damage, with that normal attack damage, you just go in and inflict an extra 2k. So I'm liking this. I'm liking this build. Really, I do like it. I feel like it does complement him good, and it's not too bad. You take use of all the skills that he does get as a 6-star. It's not like you're putting away, or like, you know, his 40% extra damage on strong attacks. That's not going to waste because of chappies. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say this build is a 8 out of 10. I like it for an 8 out of 10. I don't think it's above and beyond best build I've ever used, but 8 out of 10 is a respectable rank, I guess. Okay, so this is going to be the second build, and this one's actually going to be more of a complete hybrid build, not just partially hybrid. This is completely hybrid. As you guys could tell, we did change up the accessories. We've got we still have the spirit cane, we still have the New Year's card, but we added on this tension tie, which does add up to 30% extra attack, which as you guys could tell adds 243 extra attack. SP is still at 132 extra, which is pretty good. Character links, we do have the 12% recharge time. I feel like this build is actually going to be surprisingly pretty good, just because you're going to be able to really take on all areas of just the game, like strong attacks, recharge times, like just every type of build. There's a little bit of everything in there. So I don't know, let's go ahead and try out this build, and let's just get into this the same raid. Okay, and we're ready to go ahead and do this. I'm actually I really do feel like this is going to be probably one of my favorite builds, just because I like variety, and this is going to go ahead and do that for us. Like, as you guys could tell, the damage is still it's even better than before. What am I wonder why. It's weird. Oh yeah, because we do have extra attack. But as you guys could tell, the strong attacks are still pretty strong, and we can actually go ahead and spam them. I'm really liking this build. I thought it would be pretty good, actually. I'm not going to say I didn't expect this. I feel like this build really does work with him. Especially because of that pretty high attack, especially because of his soul trait, at least at plus 20% damage, and then all the accessories and everything. This works. Definitely, you can do better than what I'm doing. You know, if I had a headband with 30% SP, a freaking Hajikuzai with 40% stamina, and then, you know, the tension tie with 30% attack, that would be even better. But, you know, this works pretty good, and I'm about to die, but as you guys could tell, it looks like it's probably the more enjoyable one out of all of them too, just because you can spam the strong attacks. You can go in, and his normal attacks aren't going to be weak. Like, they're really strong still at 2.2k, and, you know, some of the critical hits will get in the 3k damage range. I like this build. I'm really liking this build. Is it better than the first strong attack damage build? Probably. I'm gonna go ahead and say, wait, we're gonna actually go to the boss first, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. I really like that second strong attack. I kind of thought that it didn't have too much range at first, but it's actually pretty good. It does have pretty good amount of range. Let's go ahead and test out his special. Reason why I wanted to test out his special with this build is because we do have the tension tie, so it is going to inflict a little bit more damage. But let's see what this does. Okay, that was great. That is really good amount of damage. I think we might be able to double shot. Yeah. Whoa. That might his devastation, I think that's the skill. It has to be around 40%, because that is crazy good. 2 tension ties on him would probably easily one-shot characters. So I really like this build. Holy crap. This probably is the way to go with this character, just because you don't mess up on, you know, losing the first his strong attack damage skill. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this one's a 10 out of 10. I really liked it. I enjoyed it. But yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and jump into the last build. Okay guys, so we're ready to go ahead and do the last build. This is the normal attack damage build. I don't know what to say. I'm kind of excited. Honestly, I did not use this character much other than just maxing him out. I kind of wanted to surprise myself when I reviewed him. But yeah, I did use him a bit on co-op, but other than that, I haven't really used him much. And yeah, as you guys could tell, we did change up the accessories. I know you guys might be thinking this guy is freaking retarded, 2 chappies and a tension tie, but reason I did that is because of the 30% attack secondary I have on the tension tie. So 24% extra on stamina as well on the chappy, and then of course, you know, 30% on the attack. And then we've got 25, 20, and 20 going towards his normal attack, which does add up to 85% NAD damage increase. So I'm kind of excited. 485 is not a bad number either. So his attack is at like about 1090, I think, around there. I don't even know, man. Don't fucking, I suck at math, whatever. 1091, there we go. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this match. I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to try it out. Let's do this. So alright, as you guys can tell, damage is super high. It's at about 4.2 or 4,100 is an average attack, but yeah, he can crit up to like 5k. Okay, so I really like the damage, 4.5 there. I really like the damage that this is inflicting. Obviously, it's gonna get through mobs and things much faster than the others, but of course, the strong attack damage is decreased big time because the zeros SP. But you know, either way, the strong attacks aren't completely useless just because of his vortex. You can trap them and then go in with your with your normal attack damage, which is gonna be great. I really like this build, but would I say it's better than the last one? I'm not sure. I don't know, man. For, you know, it could be in a certain situation. For example, you know, having all like normal attack, like attack up to like, because this could be better just because of my chappy. I only have 24% stamina. If we did have 30% attack on that with the 30% from the tension tie, you know, it could be better. But I don't know, man. I don't think it's better than the other. Whoa, 5.6 there. I don't think it's better than the hybrid. I don't think myself. I don't know. I just don't see it being better. Cause you know, the normal attack damage on this is insane, but the strong attacks were also doing about the same, if not more damage. And then on top of that, you know, with you being able to go in and finish off the enemies with your normal attack damage being at 2k, still 2.5k, that's still not bad. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna go ahead, and you guys could definitely disagree with me, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a 9 out of 10. Still a great damn build. Best orange in the game at this point. Not there's no question about it. I don't know, man. This character is definitely the best one. And this build, I'm gonna just have to say it's a 9 out of 10. Not better than the hybrid, but it's still damn good. You guys definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments. I understand if you guys have a different opinion. I just died. I'm not gonna revive myself. That was Vasto Lorde Ichigo, man. Probably one of my favorite characters at this point, just because I'm gonna have fun with this. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know, like I said in the comments, let me know what you guys think about this character. What's your favorite build? Rank the builds, actually, just the ones that I just did. Rank from 1 to 3. Which one was your favorite? First being the best, third being the worst. Anyways, that's about it, guys. Love you guys so much. I'm going to be having the SE Ukiura, Segunda Etapa Ukiura review coming out soon as well, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Peace.